Hey guys, Daily here, and welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Zelda, the Minish Cap. In the last episode, we beat the game, and now today we're going to do all the post-game stuff. By the way, this is actually post-commentary. I managed to utterly screw up the saving of my, live commentary, so you get me trying desperately to recapture what I did, but hopefully I'll dither less this time anyway. Sorry about that. Okay, so right now we're going to Mount Krenel because that guy, his Pika-Light, the first Pika-Light at least, did bloom. It looks like actually what you've got to do isn't beat the game, but possibly just save and quit and come back. We'll deal with that later. But he wants Mount Krenel water now for his second Pico Bloom. So, we're going to do that. Now I said last time that I was going to try and get all of the mysterious, or the figures, and that's not happening. You see, the way the figure collecting works is, the more mysterious shells you give the guy, the higher your chances of getting a new figure that you haven't got yet. For the first one, it starts out with one figure. For the second, it goes up to 2. So I decided to run the numbers. There are 136 figures. If for each figure the price goes up by 1, you would need 9,316 mysterious shells to get every figure. Insert overused internet meme here. I'm not going. There are approximately, I would say 5,000 shells in the in the chests around Hyrule if you get every Kinstone fusion. Yeah. So you're gonna have to grind for them, and I will show you the best ways to grind for mysterious shells, but really I'm not going to take that time. So I'm going to end this off with basically, 2 heart containers still not gotten. So these are the remote bombs. As it says, you can put one down, and then you hit the button again to explode it. It won't go off until then. And those can be useful. I really prefer to be able to just drop, multiple bombs, which you cannot do with the remote bombs. Here, I'm about to show it off. Select those. You can see, of course, they look very different. And yeah, so, they have the little glowing thing, which is sort of a timer. So we come down here to talk to the Pika-Light guy. And you just push this away, and as you get close, the Pico Blooms bloom. And yes, a yellow Pico Bloom. Very nice. And he needs Mount Krenel mineral water. That's very nice. Yep, we do in fact have Mount Krenel mineral water for you. There you go. So yes, let's come back when the bud blossoms. I guess I'm not sure what causes it to be okay, because for this we're just gonna go away, but we'll come back later, in this episode, and the bud will bloom, but then it takes forever. So I'm really not sure at this point what causes it. But right now we're coming out here into the middle of this lake. There's a guy out here who basically says, "Wow, you found me," when you talk to him most times, because, well, he's isolated. But he doesn't want to fuse Kinstones, so we'll fuse. And yep, this is up at Vale Falls. We managed to get a platform that lets us into that digging spot. Yep. And then we go out and come back in. Come on. Right, no, I do have to go out and come back in. And we can fuse again with him. And luckily, of course, we have all the Kinstones we will ever need. Oy. So we fuse that. So, yeah, like I said, basically, I'm going to wind up with all but 2 heart pieces in this game. 19 hearts, 19 and a half hearts, basically. and you, if you want to play this and are better than I am, you can, of course, get full 20, because I've at least shown you how, or where. So, if we head back, we're going to head back out and, you know, go up and check on those Kinstone fusions, not to mention do one more Kinstone fusion. And then that will be our last Kinstone fusion. We will have 100%ed the Kinstone fusions. And that can be pretty nice. So, you know, our next stop is going to be up in Lon Lon Ranch, so we're just going to walk there. But yeah, this has been a fun game, so I'm really glad I did this, and it's a good game. I have my arguments with the... die. I have my arguments with the, post-game, but that's just kind of a minor thing. And of course, rupees, I will tell you now, really, you want to, anytime you have so many rupees and that you need to get rid of some or you're gonna waste them, you know, when the next chest appears, buy mysterious shells as soon as you can. I'm not sure when Stockwell starts selling them. He does sell them. So yes, if we come in here, now that we've beaten the game, we can fuse Kinstones with this guy. And that was our last Kinstone fusion. If we went to talk to David Jr., there would be no more left. So that's pretty cool. And so we get, yes, Big Goron wakes up from his nap. And this scene is actually pretty cool, especially when you consider it's on the GBA. Yep. He's a very, very big Goron. Very. And his features shake a little, but, you know, there's only so much you can ask of the GBA. Don't open that chest, it is 200 rupees. You'll want to use it later, of course, you know. So, we're gonna go up to Vale Falls now. And the first thing, of course, we do is land and try not to get killed by that golden Tektite. Okay, yeah, I was just checking. Yep, you see there? There is the place. There down there is the digging spot we need to get to. But first we're gonna head up so that we can talk to the big Goron. We have way too much money to even think about dealing with that Tektite. So, we go up here. I couldn't remember if that door was a fairy fountain, but no, I think it's just where we got a Kinstone piece. I hate Helmosaurs. So here we are. And of course we climb the wall. I love how he moves his hand out of the way. It does that little thing with his fingers. Yep. Yes, it is a shield. You want to eat my shield? Sure. Yes, fine. Yeah, that's fine. I don't use it very often anyway. So he gets to eat my shield, and God knows how this works, but whatever. So, yes, it tastes really good. Okay. And we check... Pardon me. I beg your pardon. So, you know, we talk to him, and he's not done with our shield yet, so now we get to go back down here. And I suppose if you were really in a hurry, you could just, you know, use the flute again. Oh, hey, fairy. We could just use the flute again to get back down here, but seriously. So yeah, now we can just, you know, watch out for that Tektite. Ow. And just go down the wall. I couldn't remember if this was the right way to go, but it is. So yeah, if we head down, we're gonna basically head out to, you know, where we entered Vale Falls. Excuse me, apparently I need more caffeine or something. Yeah, and we got those guys, and just, ow, that was just silly. But we got what we needed. Just stay away from those bombing pea hats. Just ignore that bubble. We move faster than him. And of course, you know, it's dark. We want to get out the flame lantern. Let's see. Yep. Yeah, don't worry about the floor. As long as you keep moving, you won't fall. And then here we are. And as you can see, there is the dig spot. So, we come up here, and, you know, we're going to dig our way through. And as you can see, this is right near where we dug through to get, you know, the various rupees. And we get a piece of heart, so that's nice. And then we dig through in the back, and I'm going to kill this guy not because I need the hearts, but just to keep him from causing me trouble. And then more digging. And we get to a chest, and it is 50 mysterious shells, so that's pretty nice. That's all. At this point, you know, mysterious shells are what we want, so. I tried getting mysterious shells from, like, Simon's Simulations. It doesn't work. You mostly get money, maybe a Kinstone piece or two. You can get, like, I got 20 rupees paying 10. I'm not sure it's worth it. But here we are, so we're going to go down here as Minish, and we get to, you know, I don't know why I'm actually doing that, but now, of course, with that thing, we need to, you know, jump over it. That's the easiest way anyway, I find. Just, you know, walk over the dust. Don't press in any direction, and of course, you know, if you don't have the rocks cape, or, you know, don't feel up to it, there's always hiding in the holes, too. But, you know, by now you should totally have the rockscape, as far as I can tell. Just jump over it again. You can hide in the hole, it's sometimes easier. Kill the pesto. I am not going to try jumping over these bits of pit, basically because I don't want to miss or land on the spikes. It's just not worth it. But for here, of course, you know, might as well. So, you know, jump across, go up the ladder, and we can head to this little Minish house that we've been seeing for days. And you're a real humdinger. Yep, his #1 treasure. It's not a dime. It is a heart container. The only heart container in this game that's not, you know, for a dungeon. So, yeah, we go back down here, but we don't actually have to, which I realized pretty quick. Because, yeah, who wants to redo that? No, you can just jump off the top here, and that's fine. So, you know, we just come back to this tree, and go back, and that is, we have dealt with every Kinstone fusion in the game. We have 19 hearts, and, you know, 19.5 hearts. There's still 2 more pieces of heart, but you know where to get those. And so we're going to head back to the Minish and check on the guy with the Pika-Light blooms. So, we'll do that. Yes, travel to this wind crest. And here we are. So, you know, shrink again. We get to go back and talk to this guy. Yeah. I mean, by now you might be getting a little tired of this game, or maybe not. I mean, you know, it is a lot of fun. The figures are ridiculous, though. I mean, the grinding you have to do, you have to be a lot more patient than I am. And it gets you a heart container and a sound test. So, and I think a Kinstone piece. But as you can see, we have a blue Pico Balloon. Now we talk to him again, and he wants a red potion. So, yes, is it a red potion? Yes. So, there we go. Yep, come back and see how it turns out. We totally will. Eventually. I'm not sure what triggers the thing blooming. I wound up having to, like, save and come back, and that worked, but, you know. I don't know. It's just strange. So, yep, we're at least gonna have to leave the area. So, you know, we're gonna get out of here, just, you know, we could have gone out the front, but we're just gonna go out the bomb path. It's just as easy. I like the clover. It's all very cute. And, yes, more unnecessary combat rolls. You ever think how uncomfortable that must have been for Eslo? You know, just being Link doing somersaults over him all the time? But, you know, so we finished that, so we're gonna go back to Hyrule Castletown, I believe. Classic Zelda, you know, flute noise. Yes, travel to this Windcrest. And here we are. So, one of the first things we can do, of course, is we're gonna check with Beetle, because he has, you know... Well, maybe we're not. Okay, this is... Right. That's Karlov. Okay, let's see. Right. This is what we do. See, we have 925 shells. So this is the best way to get mysterious shells. Stockwell sells 30 of them for 200 rupees. So I'm gonna buy, you know, so you can buy 3 sets of 30, or 4 sets of 30, I'm sorry. You can buy 4 sets of 30, and then you have to go get more rupees. But we, of course, know all sorts of places to do that. So what I'm going to do is buy these, and then I'll show you you know, the last few places left to get rupees. So, you know, that's pretty nice. Yep, and that's by the way, that's an abacus he's playing with. You don't notice it here because I buy them all off screen, but after you've spent a significant amount of money on mysterious shells, he will say, have I ever told you how much I appreciate your patronage? Because I do. Yeah, yellow Pika Light lets you find rupees. Yeah, I'd have no idea how effective it is. Red makes it easier to find hearts. The green there makes it easier to find mysterious shells, but it's not worth it. You only find about 20. Blue Pika Light makes it easier to find items, bombs and arrows. I'm not sure what the last Pika Light does. I think it's probably everything. That's why it's the last thing in the game. But, you know, I mean, milk... I don't know, why milk makes it easier to find rupees. It's not like there's any logic, so... Yes, feel free to browse. We totally will. And play our flute. Apparently Link is busking or something, so yes. We get more shells, and now I'm gonna show you where to get, you know, more rupees. So, the first thing we're going to do is run into the postman. No, the first thing we're going to do is actually we are going to head for the Western Woods. And, yeah, we can just totally do that. Yep. So go through the Trilby Highlands, down into the Western Woods, and it's not even showing on our map anymore, because I guess too much time passed or something. Yeah, let's go back to the boomerang so I don't accidentally, you know, end up summoning the bird again. And kill that guy, of course. Ooh, that was nice. I didn't actually remember doing that. Yep, and so, you know. But yes, this tree was opened up, and I pretty much ignored that area. So first we're going to kill this Octorok, which is going to take quite some doing. And I want to kill the Moblins, too, while I'm at it. And hey, I get an extra 5 rupees, so that's nice. And you can die, too. Yep. So, now we finally kill the Octorok and we get 100 rupees. So that's nice. And but here, if you dig, well, you have to dig in those 2 spots that are bare ground. Each hat holds a 200 rupee. So yeah, that's 400 rupees. That's pretty nice. So yeah, we're up to 630 rupees. In that short time, we got 500 rupees. So the next thing we're going to do is go fight the rope in the Castor Wilds, I think. Yes, that is the next... What am I missing? That's odd. I mean, what actually went... Oh, my shield, right. The Goron is eating it. I totally didn't even think about it. Yeah, so we're going to go to the Castor Wilds and go kill that rope. Which, you know, luckily is not nearly as difficult as it could be. So, even with my tendency to get lost. I never liked Ranma that much, but I may have felt some kinship with Ryoga. So, we kill the rope, and good lord, those things move fast. Yeah, you died too. So we get another 100. That's good. We're now at 730. I cut the grass for no conceivable reason. Let's see. So, right, there's nothing up there. You know, this is basically just checking around. No, there's nothing left. There is, of course, that one Tektite up there, which, of course... And that one, like the one, not on the summit, but at the base of Mount Krennel, only gives you 100 rupees. I guess, though, only the Tektite up at the top of Mount Krennel gives you 200 rupees. I don't know. It's weird. I guess he's special or something. But yeah, so I keep trying to kill this guy, and oh man, he is a pain. Just keep whacking him. You know, and of course you occasionally get... and then you try to summon the bird, and no. You know, grab the boomerang, good. Yeah. I was trying to stun him, but he moves too fast for me to even hit. So, yeah, I finally gave up and just kept whacking. And I don't know, I can't seem to hit those P-hats either. But hey, there we got the 100 rupees. So we're at 800 rupees. So I can once again get, you know, another 120 mysterious shells, which is nice. And I'm not even sure why I bothered coming down here, but I did. I really actually don't. Oh, right, because we're gonna go, came up here to go talk to the Goron again, right? So we talked to the Goron, and he will spit your shield back out. Yay! Yay, mighty shield shines like a mirror. Yes, and it changed its shape a little. And yes, now it's a mirror shield and we can, you know, block attacks. As you see. I'm not really sure what good it does. I'm not sure if it actually works, say, on Vati's fireballs or not. And I'm not going to go fight Vati to find out. Some things just, yeah, no. For one thing, I'd have to, you know, grind up way more rupees than I already have. So we're going to try talking to this guy again. And like I said, so, you know, as you can see, we left the area. We went all the way up to Vale Falls. But for some reason, those Pico Blooms just didn't trigger. So well, you'll see that they didn't trigger. So I really don't know what triggers the Pico Blooms. I do finally get them to work by saving and resetting. And you'll see that at the beginning of the next video, which is just a short little thing where I show off not all the figures, but all the figures I managed to get. Yeah, come back soon. I don't know. I don't get it. So, I mean, that's really, you know, everything else that we can do. So I'm going to head back to Hyrule Town and finally wind up, you know, calling it a day. And then I actually will come back. See, you know, not calling it a day. I'm going to head to Hyrule Town, basically. Because there are a couple things to show you. Basically, like the one thing we never really did on screen, which was, of course, Borlov's gaming emporium, the mystery house. I never did actually deal that, so I will actually, in fact, show that later after I've gone and, you know, bought all my mysterious shells and then ground up as many figures as I could with said mysterious shells. And then I'll show you. Yes, it used to be such a lively... You guys happened to it. Jeez. But, you know, so we can just sort of... Yeah, this is the guy. If you talk to... Really? I really gotta stop doing that. Although this is the last video, so I guess it doesn't matter. Yes, if you find a complete set of figurines, he will open up his house, and there will be I believe, a Kinstone piece, a sound test, and a piece of heart. Yes, it was a ghost, but he was an idiot. He was a prankster, and he was kind of a doofball. Don't worry too much about it. So at this point, you know, I'm gonna basically I wind up calling it for now, and then coming back to show you guys. After I have bought all my mysterious shells, gone and gotten the 200 out of the cave with the Gorons, but, you know, bought more mysterious shells, and ground up as many figures as I can. Hey guys, I'm back. I decided that there's a lot of figures, even though I don't have all of them. So instead of, I'm going to put all of them in a separate episode, so only people who want to sit through that can sit through that. And instead, what I'm going to do is show you the treasure game shop. Yeah, it's... Yeah, 10 rupees. Let's give it a try. Yep. We'll start with level 1. Yeah, it's pretty basic. Yeah, you open whichever chest you want. Your prize is 20 rupees. Yeah. Yeah, I'm done. Yeah, okay. So, you know, I got 20 rupees and then lost 10 of it. But, you know, that's not, you know, not horrible. If you're lucky, you know, you might be able to make a lot of money that way. And, of course, there's level 2. I've got enough money. Yeah. Give it a try. Yeah, seriously, dude. And this is the hard level, and we have 3. If you win, you get triple. But, as you can see, the odds are worse. I'm not that lucky, and there's no lens of truth. This is it's pure randomness. There is no way to, So, I'm gonna save here for now and quit, and I will, you know, come back next time with, you know, and just show off all the figures I got. I've got about 40 I'm missing, so, you know, I've got 90-some. That's pretty good, mostly because I'm not going... You can grind up rupees in various ways, you know. There are places you can find more or less rupees. Moblins, of course, will give you a lot. So, you know, you can try that, or, you know, you can, if you're better at it than me, you can, of course, do Anju's Cucko game. And, of course, you know, these guys will give you, at least they give you blue ones. But, as I said, I believe we're gonna call it for now, and, this is the last real, you know, playable episode. The next thing will just be, you know, a list of all the figures I've got. So if you want to watch that, you know, you can. Otherwise, and they will both go up today. They're not going to take that much more work. Also, I'll see if that last Pico Bloom picks up when you like save and exit, or if that's the case, you know, I'll show it in the next episode. But I think at this point we're gonna call it. So thank you for joining me. I have really enjoyed this, you know, playing this game for you guys, and I will see you all next time. Join me in, you know, a few days for my next LP, which is going to be Kickle Cubicle, which is, you know, a fairly obscure puzzle game from the NES days. So, thank you, and you have a great evening. Goodbye.